Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Janila, the person behind Crafty Crochet Castle, and in this video I'll show you the pattern to crochet the little ducks. You can crochet this project in any yarn of your choice, and depending upon your yarn you can use this little duck as pocket ball, desk pet, plushie, keychain, or even as decors. This is a very quick project and a perfect scrap yarn project. Even though the pattern has basic crochet stitches, I would rate the difficulty as intermediate, and this tutorial is beginner friendly. To crochet this project, all you need is some yarn. You can use any yarn of your choice and choose a hook size that is 1 or 2 sizes smaller than the recommended hook size for your yarn weight. I'm using worsted weight acrylic yarn here and a 4 mm crochet hook along with it. You would also need stitch markers in at least 2 colors, scissors, yarn needle. For the eyes, you can use either safety eyes or black embroidery thread and needle, or even black yarn and needle, and some polyester fiber fill. The details of these materials are in the description box below. The ducks crocheted with worsted weight yarn and a 4 mm crochet hook measures about 3.5 inches tall, and this fits in the palm of your hand. These would make great pocket balls or desk pets. And the duck made by using 2 strands of yarn, one strand being worsted weight yarn and the other being eyelash yarn, and a 5.5 mm crochet hook measures about 5 inches tall. These are a little bit bigger than the acrylic ducks and are perfect for little hands to hold and play, and these are great as plushies or toys. And the duck made with burnout blanket yarn and 7 mm crochet hook measures about 6 inches tall. These are very soft and cuddly and are great as plushies. You can crochet them in other colors as well. And here are some options. I hope you will crochet this along with me. Now let us get started working on the pattern. We'll be crocheting the head first. So I'll take my yarn over here and we'll do a magic circle. To do a magic circle, hold your yarn like this and wrap it around your 2 fingers and cross it over at the point where the yarn meets. Next, you can pinch here and take this little loop outside. Now we can insert our hook inside this little loop, yarn over and bring a loop. This is from the skein end. Now carefully take all your fingers out and hold everything in place, and make sure the loop on the hook is not too loose or not too tight, and it's of the correct tension. That is, the hook should be able to move freely. Once when it is like this, you can yarn over and pull through the loop on the hook. So there we have made our magic circle. This circle is adjustable. We'll be working our round 1 stitches in these 2 strands of yarn over here. If you find it hard to do a magic circle, you can always do chain 2 and work your round 1 stitches in the second chain from the hook. Now let's continue working on round 1. For this round, I'll do 8 single crochet inside the ring. To do a single crochet, I'll insert my hook inside the ring, yarn over and bring a loop. So now there's 2 loops on the hook. I'll yarn over and pull through both the loops at once. This is 1 single crochet. I'll do 7 more single crochets in here so that we have a total of 8 single crochets for round 1. If you're unsure of the total number of single crochets, you can turn your project to the top and count the V's. Each V is 1 single crochet. So once when you have a total of 8 single crochet, grab the stitches in one hand and grab the tail in other, and you can start pulling the tail. Once when you do that, the magic circle will get smaller and smaller, and when you pull it completely, it closes. So this is how the project will look at the end of round 1. For this project, we'll be working in continuous rounds, and I'm not going to join at the end of each round with a slip stitch. If you would prefer to mark the last stitch of the round, you can do so at this point. I'm using a stitch marker here. If you do not have a stitch marker, you can use a piece of another color yarn as well. By using a stitch marker, we can work on the repeat pattern easily in the round. Now let's work on round 2. For round 2, I'll do 2 single crochets in every stitch around. I will insert my hook in the next stitch over here. This is the first single crochet that we did, and I will do 1 single crochet in that stitch, and I will insert my hook in the same stitch, and I will do another single crochet here. This is called as the single crochet increase, or 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Now I will do 2 single crochet in every stitch around over here. Round 2 will have a total of 16 single crochets. Now we are at the stitch with a stitch marker. So this is the last stitch. So once when you get to this point, you can remove the stitch marker, crochet 2 single crochets in this stitch. Some rounds you'll be crocheting 1 single crochet, and in some rounds you'll be crocheting a different stitch. So the stitches for the last stitch will depend upon your pattern for the round. And once when you complete the stitches for that round, you can place the stitch marker back in the last stitch. So this is how the project will look at the end of round 2. We will have a little circle over here. So now let's put a pause to our project, and I'm going to share a little tip with you. Sometimes when you're working in rounds and when we start with a magic circle opening will open up like this. You can see a tiny opening in the center of our project. So to prevent this opening from opening up and to completely close it, all you have to do is turn your project to the wrong side, grab the magic circle tail and pull it. So once when you pull it, it closes completely. And then you can take your yarn needle, thread the tail in it and secure this tail with a knot in one of the loops in the wrong side. So once when you do that, you can take out your yarn needle and you can leave it as such. Now let's continue working on our project. Now for round 3, I will do 1 single crochet in every stitch around. So this round will have a total of 16 single crochet. So all you have to do is just work 1 single crochet in every stitch. And once when you're at the 13th single crochet, make sure to grab another color stitch marker or another color yarn over here, and you can place a stitch marker in this stitch. This is where we'll be crocheting our beak, so it is helpful if you mark that stitch. And this is how the project will look at the end of round 3. Now let's work on round 4. For round 4, I'll be doing 1 single crochet in every stitch around. This round will also have a total of 16 single crochet. Now let's work on round 5. In this round, we'll be closing up the head over here. So we'll be working on decreases. So the pattern for this round is single crochet 2 together or single crochet decrease around. To do so, I will insert my hook in the next stitch. I will yarn over and bring up a loop. Now we have a total of 2 loops on the hook. I will insert my hook in the next stitch, yarn over and bring up a loop. So now we have a total of 3 loops on the hook. We would have taken 2 stitches in the bottom. Now I will yarn over and pull through all 3 loops at once. So this stitch is called as the single crochet 2 together or a decrease. I'll be repeating this stitch around for this round, and round 5 will have a total of 8 stitches. This is how the project will look at the end of round 5. We would have finished the head. If you are using safety eyes for this project, you can attach it to your head right now. You can attach eyes between round 2 and 3, approximately 1 stitch away from your marked stitch, and the other eye between rounds 2 and 3, it will be approximately 5th stitch from this eye. I will be embroidering eyes for this project, and so I will embroider it after I finish all the assembly. Now you can stuff the head with polyester fiber fill, and we can continue working on the body. For the next 2 rounds, that is rounds 6 and 7, we'll be following the same pattern. The pattern is 1 single crochet in every stitch around. Each round will have a total of 8 stitches. And this is how our project looks. Now let's work on round 8. For this round, I will do 1 single crochet the next 2 stitches. Followed by 2 half double crochet in the next stitch. To do a half double crochet, I will yarn over, insert my hook in the stitch, yarn over and bring a loop. So now we have a total of 3 loops on the hook. I will yarn over and pull through all 3 loops at once. This stitch is called as the half double crochet, and it is slightly taller than the single crochet. I will do 1 more half double crochet in the same stitch over here. So we have done a half double crochet increase here. Now in the next stitch, I will be working 3 half double crochets in the same stitch. So I will insert my hook in the next stitch, and I will work a total of 3 half double crochets there. And I will do 3 half double crochet in the next stitch as well. And I will do 2 half double crochet in the next stitch. And we will have 2 more stitches remaining for the round. I will do 1 single crochet in each stitch. This round will have a total of 14 stitches. Now the shape of the body is beginning to form over here. Now let's work on round 9. For round 9, I will do 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. Followed by 2 half double crochet in the next 6 stitches. So I will be doing a half double crochet increase in the next 6 stitches. So once when we complete a total of 12 half double crochet in 6 stitches, we'll have 4 stitches remaining here. I will do 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. This round will have a total of 20 stitches. Now let's work on round 10. For this round, I will do 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. And then we will be crocheting our wings over here. For the wings, let's do chain 6. To do a chain, I will yarn over and pull through the loop on the hook. So there I have made 1 chain. I will do 5 more chains here. So once when you do that, take a stitch marker and place it on the last chain over here. That is the 6th chain. Now we'll be working the stitches on these chains. So in the second chain from the hook. So the marked stitch is the first chain, and this is the second chain. In this chain, I will insert my hook and I'll do 1 single crochet. and I will do another single crochet in the next chain. Now we have 3 more chains remaining here. I will do 1 half double crochet in the next 3 chains. This is the wing over here. Once when you complete working on the chains, we can do a slip stitch on the same stitch where we did our single crochet over here. So to do a slip stitch, I'll insert my hook inside the stitch. I will yarn over and bring a loop through the stitch and through the loop on the hook. So there we have crocheted one wing over here, and I've joined with a slip stitch in the same stitch over here. Now I will do 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches over here. Followed by 2 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Now we are at the back of our project over here. It is at this point we'll be crocheting the tail feather. To crochet the tail feather, I'm going to do chain 2, and I will do a slip stitch in the second chain from the hook. That is the very first chain over here. To do that, I will insert my hook inside the chain. I will yarn over, bring a loop through the chain and through the loop on the hook. So there we have crocheted our tail feather. Now let us do a slip stitch on the post of our half double crochet over here. So the post of the half double crochet is the stitch itself. So normally when we are working, we'll insert a hook inside the V over here, but for the post I'll be inserting it like this, and I will do a slip stitch. So there we have crocheted our tail feather over here. Now let's continue working on the stitches over here. So I will do 2 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Followed by 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. Now let's crochet the wing over here. The pattern for the wing is the same pattern. So I will do chain 6. Place a stitch marker in the 6th chain. 1 single crochet in the second chain from the hook, another single crochet in the next chain, 1 half double crochet in the next 3 chains, followed by a slip stitch in the same stitch where we did our single crochet. Now we have 4 more stitches left in the round. I'll be doing 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches over here. This round will have a total of 24 stitches without counting the wings and the tail. And this is how our project will look at the end of round 10. We have 2 wings over here, the tail at the back, and this is the front of our bird. Now let's continue working on round 11. For this round, I will do 1 single crochet in the next 8 stitches. We will not be working on the wings or the tails. When you're coming at this point, make sure to push your project like this and then continue working on your stitches. So I will do 1 single crochet in the next 8 stitches. After completing your 4th single crochet, we'll be at the wings over here. Just push it like this and work on your next stitch. After completing 8 single crochet, our project will look like this. We would have worked on top of our wings like this. So now when we're working for the next stitch, all you have to do is take your wing, position it like that, and you have to work a single crochet across the marked stitch of the wing and the stitch itself. So I will be inserting my hook first inside the marked chain over here, and then inside the next stitch, and I will complete a single crochet like how I would normally do. So we are working a single crochet across the wing and the project itself. You can remove your stitch marker at this point. Now I will do one single crochet in the next 6 stitches over here. And when you're at the tail, make sure to push it on top and work around. So this is how the tail will look. And now when we're at the next stitch, we'll be working a single crochet across the marked chain and the stitch itself. So we'll be inserting it in like this inside the marked chain of the wing and the stitch, and then complete a single crochet like how we would normally do. And then now you can push the wing and ignore it and work one single crochet in the next 4 stitches over here. Now we'll be near our wing, avoid that, and we'll have 4 more stitches here. Do one single crochet in the next 4 stitches. At the end of round 11, we would have worked 24 stitches, and this is how the project will look. Our wings will be attached to our body like this. Now let's work on round 12. The pattern for this round is one single crochet in the next 8 stitches. Followed by half double crochet 2 together or a half double crochet decrease for a total of 4 times. To do a half double crochet 2 together, yarn over, insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over and bring up a loop. Now we have a total of 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over again, insert your hook inside the next stitch, yarn over and bring up a loop. So now we have a total of 5 loops on the hook. We would have taken 2 stitches in the bottom. Now yarn over and pull through all 5 loops at once. This stitch is called as the half double crochet 2 together or a half double crochet decrease. We have taken 2 stitches in the bottom and finished it as 1 stitch. I'll be doing this 3 more times over here. These decreases will close the body of our bird over here. Now we have 8 stitches remaining here. I will do one single crochet in the next 8 stitches. Round 12 will have a total of 20 stitches. This is how the project will look at the end of round 12. Now let's crochet round 13. The pattern for this round is single crochet 2 together or a single crochet decrease, followed by one single crochet in the next 3 stitches. I'll be repeating this pattern all the way around for this round. Round 13 will have a total of 16 stitches. This is how the project will look. Now let's work on the last round of our body, which is round 14. For this round, the pattern is single crochet 2 together all the way around. This round will have a total of 8 stitches. After completing 8 stitches for this round, I'll be joining with a slip stitch in my next stitch. And we can fasten off over here, leaving a long tail. To fasten it off, make sure to set your project aside, grab the tail, make sure to leave a tail, and then trim it off over here. Now take the project and then yarn over the tail and pull through the loop on the hook all the way through and tighten it up. So there we have completed our project and fastened it off. Now let's fill this body with polyester fiber fill. After stuffing our project, let's close this magic circle opening. To do so, I'm going to grab my yarn needle and I'm going to thread the tail in it. Now I'm going to insert my needle through the front loops of all the stitches remaining in the last round over here. So normally when we're working on a stitch, we'll insert it inside the V over here like this. But for this, I'll be inserting in the front loop alone, that is in one of the loops, leaving the back loop away. And I will do this in all the stitches over here. Once when you have inserted your needle through all the stitches, grab the tail and pull it. See how the opening is getting smaller and smaller, and when you pull it completely, it gets closed. Now we can secure it with a knot over here. And then we can weave the tail in. To weave in the tail for any amigurumi, all you have to do is insert your needle next to the last stitch over here. In this case, we have a knot. And then bring the needle through the stuffing on the inside of the project. And you can pull it out in any random spot. Make sure to pull your thread all the way through. Don't pull it very tight because we do not want our project to lose its shape. When you have taken the right amount of yarn over here, you can trim it off over here. So there we have completed the head and body of our little ducks over here. We also have crocheted the 2 wings and the tail feather over here. Since this is a no-sew project, we'll be crocheting the beak and legs directly onto our little project over here. Now let us crochet the beak. For that, I'm taking my yellow yarn over here and we'll be attaching it in our marked stitch over here. So this stitch will be between round 3 and 4 over here on the 13th stitch. So I will insert my hook in this stitch like this, and then I will place my yarn and I will yarn over and bring a loop through around the stitch, and then I will yarn over and pull through. So there we have joined the yarn directly on our project over here. Now I will do a half double crochet in the same stitch over here. So now I will do a half double crochet in the next stitch like this. So I'll be inserting our hook like this in the stitch. This is between rounds 3 and 4, and I will work a half double crochet, and I will do another half double crochet in the next stitch like this. And once when I've done 3 half double crochets over here, I will turn the project to the bottom, and then I will bring my tail over here and I will join with a slip stitch in the first half double crochet like this, and then we can fasten off over here. So here we have crocheted the beak. Now we can weave in these two tails. Same way I will weave in this tail, and I will meet you after I weave in these two tails. This is how our bird will look after crocheting the beak and weaving in all the tails. Now let us crochet legs directly onto the bottom of our bird over here. So make sure to grab your yarn and your hook. And we will be joining this yarn with a slip stitch in the bottom of our bird over here between rounds 13 and 14. So make sure to choose the proper location over here. This location will be directly on either side of the beak and approximately one stitch down from one end of the wing. So I will insert my hook like this, and then I will join my yarn with a slip stitch. And then now let's start working on the pattern for our legs. The pattern is chain 4, followed by 2 half double crochet in the third chain from the hook. So this is the first chain, second chain, and this is the third chain. Here I will do 2 half double crochets, and I will do 2 more chains here and a slip stitch in the same chain where we did the half double crochet. So there we have formed a little webbed feet over here. Now there's one chain left in the leg. I will do a slip stitch in that chain, and I will do a slip stitch in the same stitch where we joined with our yarn. Now we can leave a tail and fasten it off over here. So there we have crocheted one leg. We can weave in these two tails later. In the same manner, crochet the other leg on the other side of our bird. I'll meet you after I weave in these two tails. This is how the little duck will look after crocheting the legs. If you haven't already attached eyes, you can embroider them at this point. I am using a black embroidery thread and needle to embroider the eyes. I will be embroidering the eyes between rounds 2 and 3. So this is the completed duck. You can crochet this in other colors as well. I hope you enjoy crocheting this along with me. Please show your support by subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching.